Today's video is going to be on ABML, American Battery Technology. The last video I did actually did really well. It's over 2,000 views. Thank you very much. In these dark times, no one's watching YouTube videos. There is clearly a lot of interest on ABTC. It is my most watched video over the last 28 days, which shows to me that there is a lot of interest around American battery technology. And is it any wonder when you consider this stock was down as below 70 cents? Incredible to think about that. We're going to talk about why, we're going to talk about the issues, we're going to talk about just recent news. But I recommend anyone new to ABCT or is looking for a bit of a review of last year and the things that are exciting. This video is done well because I looked at the past, we talked about the future. So I'll share the link. Go in, check it out, gives you a nice high level overview of ABML and where things are in about 10 minutes. What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. I appreciate, I am colorblind, but I could even tell that these colors are a bit wild and wonderful, but it is what it is. So we're going to talk about ABML without getting into the technical TA stuff yet. We'll just have a look at it at a high level. We can see here on the year, we are down almost 77%. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. And pretty much when I started this channel, it was about this time last year. Just at the very end of the bull run, and unfortunately trying to grow a YouTube channel in a bear market is incredibly hard. I look at all these YouTubers out there that buy the dip, your financial education, Jeremy, whatever his name is, meet Kevin. These kids are good, and I say kids because believe it or not, they are younger, I think, than me. They didn't experience 08 recessions, they didn't experience market crashes to that magnitude. Unfortunately, I was a young pup coming out of university and went straight into the housing sector as a quantity surveyor, and there was no jobs. It's good times. So all this is all to come, look forward to. Wow, what a generation. I believe I'm a millennial, and what an experience to be going through potentially 2 recessions in about 15 years. What a time to be alive. You can sit back and you can cry, make moans, or you can take advantage of these things. And I have taken advantage of these things. Flipped 4 houses now. We've taken advantage of circumstances, and the housing market's been very good to me. And the stock market has equally been good to me. And over the last year, when the likes of a 78% pullback, you think you'll be sitting crying, but you don't. You look at the positives. And the positives are, as I mentioned in my previous video, ABML has a huge future. It's in the right sector, recycling batteries. It's got a pilot plant being built now, and we're going to look into the construction side of things here. I'll have to give a shout out to my man Ali. We've worked together on a video prior. He's a big ABML, ABTC stockholder, a big believer in the company. He's actually brought my attention to a website that I did not know existed. It's abtcstock.com. Now, I don't know how reliable it is. It's obviously not affiliated with the company, and it's all been publicly shared. This is a program, and ultimately you have a critical path. Generally speaking, I don't know what contract this is on. Unfortunately, I don't know, but in the UK it could be NEC, and on those contracts you have a critical path, and within that you have a timeline that needs to be kept to, but there's other factors in and around that can be adjusted. You can adjust certain things of a construction project throughout, and it won't affect program, but there's certain things on a critical path, it's called, that you must obey to, otherwise you will fall behind. Now, according to this, it says 113 days estimated to the production building completion, and it's 159 days estimated to the black mass, and it says it's 15 days ahead of schedule. If we go to our website, which we've shown before on the site, like I said, we're in construction. The last update was on the December the 6th, 20th, which is saying the 3 major core pours have been done. We can see some great pictures here as well, and some videos on their Instagram page. I recommend anyone that's interested in ABML to obviously follow these pages. But you can see, they're making good progress. Great slab, all the rebars in here. You can see it is just a solid piece of work. But they're saying that the pour is went ahead, and that's where they've been able to gain 15 days. And that can happen. Programs will adjust to suit. I've never known a project to not run over timeline, so it'll be incredible to see if they can maintain this 15 days. So we can see here that you can go into these files, you can go down to source data, we can go in and look at the files, we can actually have a good look at this. I'll not bore you with it too much, but at least now we have good solid targets. This is great, really, really great. Whoever put this piece of information together, I'm not entirely sure. It does say about the author here. He's an electrical engineer, so he'd be that as a quantity surveyor, the M&E, mechanical and electrical isn't the stuff that we like to deal with. It's a bit of a dark art. So that's good. Between both of us, we should have a good grasp of this. This is brilliant. I have to say, fantastic that he's been able to get this. A lot of this information that he goes on to talk about where he's got the information from, as I said, it would be part of the public domain. But unless perhaps he is party to some of the conversations, I don't know who this is, but unless he's in on these monthly side meetings or whatever, he's not going to have a full accurate update. So it will be rough and ready. It has to be. He's not going to be part to those meetings, but 15 days ahead of schedule, fair enough. And I like this. This is very, very good. So I will be keeping a close eye on this for sure. I'm not going to go over all the news prior to this. Any investors will have seen this. I did share it at the time. January 4th was like just an open letter really for Ann Melchert. Nice touch. Gives us a bit of an update. A lot of stuff I've already repeatedly said in the previous videos. But more about the mining claims as we talked about as well before. Some more pictures. Site progress is going well. Now this is interesting, and I'll read out this. American Battery Technology delivers first Tonopah flats lithium samples for analysts. Now, we've got a couple of other stocks on this channel. We're in Premier African Minerals and Coal Minerals. Coal Minerals, not too late. Get in on Coal Minerals if you want. Big week ahead, hopefully, fingers crossed. But they've done sample tests, goes away, long hold. This isn't going to matter, not going to really affect the share price too much at this stage. But Ryan did go on to say, quickly and effectively, our resources team has been able to develop and execute the initial exploration, drilling and sampling effort, and we're excited to begin analysing the categorization results from these initial examples. So that could take time. I'll not read too much more about it, but that's exciting. That's the next stage, and that is something that we've been keeping a close eye on, and we will continue to do that. So everything's in the previous video. As a recap, that's just a bit of news that came in, and we're just going to have a quick roundup of the charts. In my previous video, I did say my top up would be in and around 65 cents, and boom, perfect. It did fall lower. We did see below 60 cents, which was a bit scary for a moment. But I bought in around 65%, and for those that follow the channel, I only buy, because this has been painful, I've only been really buying when the RSI has been massively oversold. That's how I've been doing my long holes, and we've guided ourselves through some serious pounding, and a lot of people are feeling a lot of pain, and I appreciate that, but it makes anyone feel any better. I started my journey, and I actually bought in around $4 of one buy. So I feel your pain. But I'm with you. Still a hell of a lot more money I'd like to get in ABTC, taking advantage of these dips for sure. Topped up around 65%, and then yesterday we had a day, as you can see, 17% up. Could that possibly be it's just so oversold? Because no really great news came out, and yesterday was a bloodbath across the board in the markets. But you have to remember that. You have to remember that the markets are bloody. This is a lot of pain. This isn't just an ABML, ABTC issue. There's a lot of pain out there. There is a bit of baby support, and I say baby support because there was quite a bit of a gap up, and that's where we've hit. So yeah, I mean, do I see us falling lower? No, but I see, yes, I unfortunately maybe perhaps do. But this could be a nice channel. We'll see what way it develops. This RSI looks great, but we are below all our averages still, so there's a long way to go before I was saying that this is a strong buy. It's not a strong buy, but at these levels, it's hard to not be buying because for the potential that you're buying here. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up maybe in a bit of a channel in and around $1 for a while. We will see. Market earnings coming up, market uncertainty, it's chaos out there. I do believe that the S&P is going to pull back in and around 25, 35, 45, 50% pullback. It could be the worst recession we've ever witnessed coming up. Doom and gloom, I know, but listen, prepare for that. If that doesn't happen, you're well ready. On this channel, we know how to swing. We've got a lot of money sitting in reserves, and you best believe as soon as ABML shows any strong reversal, I will be going Ian Beale style into ABML. On the flip side, if it keeps falling, we'll time the next buy. Have a plan, execute it, protect yourselves. And if you are interested in learning how to navigate yourself through a bear market, to learn how to buy and sell and do all this crazy stuff and protect yourself, join the Discord, join the trading course, join everybody else that is thanking me on the regular, as you can see here, thanking me for protecting them. That's all it's about. Just remember, if a stock falls 50%, you need it to go up 100%. Don't be left holding the bag. Get out of trades that are dead in the water. Ride momentum, all of that good stuff. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.